Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I know you are in different places listening to this, or you may be in different places to listen to this later on in replay mode. But all I am saying is that I'm welcoming you to this very great exposure. I call it exposure because whenever we talk about TBC, we're exposing people to something real that they don't know. We're exposing them to something that will make a huge difference in their life. So I'm gonna start this very broadcast with a very big question. That question is big but little in a way. How I'm going to put it is in this way. Like, as you always know, TBC has been here, and few of us have been doing our best to make sure that a whole lot of people come into the community. And then some are still a kind of standing on the fence, trying to see what TBC really is. But then the question I need to ask in view of this is this: what is actually holding you back? What is holding you back from going full time into TBC? I need to ask this very question because with the rate that people are getting scammed these days, all in the name of one fly overnight program or the other, is really amazing. People are getting scammed on daily basis. Even in TBC, those who don't want to learn, those who are prone, quick mentality prone, they are getting scammed on daily basis. In every corners of the world, people are getting scammed, all because some of them don't really know what to do. Others are because of jumping here and there. So when I ask this very question concerning TBC as to what is really holding you back, it makes a whole lot of meaning to me because when I take my time to see what is in TBC, I often wonder what is really holding people back. Okay? Look at everything that is put to make sure that TBC community stands tall. And when you look at the upgrade constantly going on, okay? If TBC is built to crash, you will not see all these things that you're seeing. Look at this beautiful lady staring at me because she wants to say something. And that thing she wants to say is all about how to get people, exposed to the real thing here in TBC. If you were in TBC maybe a year or two, or let me say about 5 months ago, you are new to this because this is something new in TBC. Likewise, every other thing that is being made to make sure that this community stands tall. So why I ask that very question as to why or what is holding you back is that I don't see anything that should be holding anybody back from, committing to TBC and doing it rightly. I have to be bold to say this because people are allowing themselves. People are allowing themselves to be carried hither there, joining one program to the other, and at the same time coming back to beg you money. You that have stayed put doing what you are doing in TBC. Do I call this thing lazy or do I call it just, incurable? Sometimes I don't. I'm just. I am short of word to just put it how it is. You are not doing TBC. You are not doing TBC rightly. And the one doing it, you can't leave the person alone. You are busy pulling the person up and down. The same you comes back to the person who is, committed to doing his TBC, begging money, begging him for money. Does that really make sense? You see, those people who go about promoting scams, if you don't know how it works, let me tell you how they work. They'll come up with one cook and bull story. They will just make sure that they paint the story very well. Hey, when you join this, in fact, money will no longer be your problem in life. They will just cajole you and package one useless thing and sell it to you. You buy. Always waiting 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Most of them don't even last up to a year. They just make noise. Before you know it, they are gone. You'll be wondering, where is this person that was there promoting this, telling me how beautiful this is? Before you know it, they are gone. Only for them to reappear in about, usually, let's say, between 3 months to 6 months. Sometimes they go off for a year because they have gathered people's money and use it to go and squander and do whatever they want to do with it. While they are busy squandering it, their groups, they are also busy thinking how to come back and, get the people again to support them. These are just scams. But if you can really tell yourself the simple truth, I want you to be sincere with yourself. Ever since TBC has been around, how many programs have you joined and left? How many programs have crashed along the way? How many of them have you really, stayed put and say, this is it, and that thing is still here till date? May I tell you that I can't keep count of anyone. Okay? So if you're a TBC and you're allowing yourself to be dragging here and there, I want you to sit back and then think and really think to yourself. Because what we see happening in the TBC community, I don't see it happening elsewhere because TBC is built to last. Even if we have some little challenges, it doesn't mean TBC is not going anywhere. TBC has grown beyond a single individual. TBC is getting stronger by the day because the person who came about TBC is actually somebody who knows what he's doing. But many people who are prone to greed, they are busy. Hey, TBC admin don't know what he's doing. TBC admin has run out of what do I say? I talk about TBC admin don't just know what again. Ideas, you don't know what next to. You just throw in things. You talk about this, you talk about this. You study meeting, doing nonsense. That is the way they look at it. But that same people who are saying that TBC admin is doing nonsense, they are still the one coming back to beg TBCians for money. They are still the one running here and there. They are still the one. Folks, why can't people just reason and see what is happening? Not quite long ago, there was this issue of wallet maintenance in TBC community. The wallet went off a kind of offline for some few weeks, and people were a kind of, what is happening? In fact, I don't know what is happening. TBC is collapsing. TBC has crashed. Blah 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 blah. Some people are even using that. Say, man, it's better you leave this. Let's see this very opportunity. This one is very much better than this. What you have, this TBC are talking about, forget about it. Some people are even bold enough to tell to the, come on, let's abandon this thing because this TBC you're talking about, just you are there wasting your time. Okay, you are there in TBC wasting your time, and they will now call you out to something that will crash before it starts. They start their funny programs, and then before you know it, they gather people's money and off they go. But lo and behold, we are having TBC, we're having everything there, standing strong. In fact, the reason why some people are falling for scam is that they are not exposed. Okay? They are not exposed. And even if they are, they don't want to learn. You do the same thing today, repeat it tomorrow, continuously. That is madness. But if you can tell yourself the simple truth and know what you have in TBC opportunity, you know that we are here to stay. Okay? Stop selling yourself cheap. Stop. Remember that your self-dignity is involved. So when you have something as real, something as strong as TBC, you don't need to go about begging for food. Okay? They are telling you, hey, come to this program. If you register one person, you will go to Dubai. You come back to Dubai. You register another person, you will do this. Folks, we are not interested in all those things. We are interested in the real thing. Something real takes time. And the more we see and everything happening in TBC community, we see that it is getting stronger by the day. So if anybody is telling you to come and build TBC with him or her, please jump right in. And if you are in TBC and you are still allowing yourself to be distracted by so many things, please stand up and tell them that enough is enough. Okay? Tell them that you are not going to allow yourself to be deceived any longer. Tell them that you want to see what you start to gain in TBC, because there are so many things. The few people who are busy doing what they are doing, so many opportunities are in TBC. You do want to learn how to, be creating apps, merchant app for people. That one is money by the side. Do you want to learn how to even to teach people about the functionality of this Kringle Cash back office? There's another area. There are so many things, so many things. So why we are building this? We are building it with the mind that it is strong and it is not like all those things that are being thrown around there. The community of TBC takes you beyond what you see happening today. Here we count in billions, we count in trillions. But due to, scarcity mentality that people have exposed to for too long, if you make mention of billions or millions, they'll look at it. Are you really all right? Are you okay? Are you sound obsessed? That's the question they'll be asking you. But tell them that life has gone beyond that level they are still thinking. Tell them that before we used to trek with our legs, but now we can fly in an airplane, we can drive in cars, we can go, so many things that makes life easier due to technology. So when you don't know what to do, please contact those who really know what they're doing. I'm also telling you that for you to stay strong in TBC community, please make sure that you are paying your program fee. And look at the way it goes. Look at it here. Are you capable of doing this 2 grand, $8.12 per month? Or are you in this area, $16.24 a month? Or are you here, $32.48 a month? This is not a program. This is millionaire program. This is billionaire program. You start gradually and you go to the next. And that is what you are having here, is that the more you are paying, and then you muster up the courage to go out and expose this great opportunity to people as they also they pay, you will be getting 50% of that. The community is recognizing you because you are building something that will last, something that is not scam. And when you see us doing this, we are not, in any way shaken by those who are busy promoting scams here and there. So you can actually take your time. If you have not, I want you all to be sure, especially now that you still have your back office open, whether or not that you pay. Why not take this period to learn basic things? Come to this interactive video and then click them one after the other. You're going to learn so many things. Probably that thing that have been holding you down, that they have been thinking, I don't know what, this fine lady is going to answer you all your questions. Take your time to come here, take it one after the other, and you'll be surprised that you did. After doing that, I promise you, you will no longer be allowing people who don't know what they're doing to deceive you. You will no longer be giving chances to people who are confused to be deceiving you. Okay? If you actually know what you're doing, I don't think that anybody who is there confused will be able to actually carry you along in a confused mindset. So that is why we are calling on people. If you want to make your admin fee, your program fee, and you don't know how to go about it, contact me. Contact me. I will do that for you. Why you pay me in cash, I'll use it to get grains of gold and help you to pay your admin fee for you to retain this great opportunity in TBC. So folks, we are doing what you're doing, and we see the reason that we cannot stop. You always see us doing it with excitement. Tindy will tell you more about this.
TBC anthem, TBC anthem. What? TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, TBC, TBC. What? The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion TBC.
By the lady singing that.
TBC, TBC. Welcome to the TBC community, designed to free humanity of poverty. It's a clarion call, rise and fall. It's for the poor and not the poor. Come and spend my digital money. Get your cookies, bring your cream goods. We're millions, we had a billion. Get your cookies, bring your cream goods. We're millions, we had a billion. TBC, TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take it that way. Okay? Before I round up, let me just give you opportunity to listen to this lady briefly. Let's just talk on goodwill. Hello, lady. Please tell us more on this very goodwill button. We are ears.
TBC is a humanitarian currency as well as our private Kringle society. TBC is known as the currency of the people, by the people, and for the people. Our mission is to end poverty globally. We are full of goodwill towards man. Our goodwill activities are documented on the Goodwill page of our website. As you can see on the page, we take joy in providing for the poor and needy and expect nothing in return. Most of the poor we serve are not members of our TBC community. Within our TBC community, we have many opportunities and tools that the poor can use to lift themselves out of poverty. We have dedicated 10% of the funding that comes in through the program fees to feeding the poor and helping the needy. Since 50% of these program fees go straight to the sponsors of the members that paid them, that means 20% of what remains is used to bring relief to the poor and needy. So that means 20% of the committees we will develop to run the TBC economy will be dedicated to taking care of those in need, and rotator funds will be used to help them. There is no end in sight of want and need with humanity, even in a world full of abundance. So we fully expect to be of service to our fellow men for the long run. Funding for such things will always be needed. We hope each of you pay the program fees with a grateful heart, knowing that we will certainly make the world a better place for all. It's a small thing, but it adds up. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. Luke 2:14. Where would you like to go from here? Shall we continue with the standard tour?
Thank you for that just brief demonstration on what the goodwill is. So, folks, what I'm just telling you is this. Stop working on what is not working. Work on what works. Stop, distracting yourself. Stop selling yourself cheap. Stop jumping here and there. They will see you in TBC today promoting TBC today. Tomorrow, you have jumped to something else, and that thing crashes. And you come back, start, remember that your self-dignity is involved in what you are doing. Don't just think that money will cover your shame. Okay? Some people unknowingly, they are busy looking for money, but are not knowing that they are just busy selling themselves too cheap. So my call to you is learn to work on what works. Stop jumping here and there. Stop allowing yourself to be deceived. Stop promoting scams. Join TBC, do TBC, and see the TBC change your life. This is your friend, aka Optimist. I love you all. Hope to hear from you in time to come. So enjoy yourself and let us do this thing together. If you have any question, contact me. Okay? You're going to see my contact on the downside of this very video. Okay? So have a pleasant day. Bye for now.